Everybody dies. Some just need a little help.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 3 of Getting Crates with Every Champion, and today we're playing Lucian as an AD carry with Braum support. But before we get to why Braum is the best support for Lucian, let's first go through masteries, runes and stuff like that. So in the pregame lobby you want to take standard AD carry page, but you want to take 5 points in sorcery instead of fury, because mainly you'll be dealing damage with your Q and your ultimate. The double-edged sword is just broken, so is fervor, and that's the reason why I take them. And in the cunning tree, standard AD carry, nothing to mention about that. For the runs you wanna go AD quints and AD marks, armor seals, and magic resist glyphs. Spells are just standard AD carry ones, that being heal and flash. And for the items you wanna start with Doran's blade and of course a potion, and as a first item you wanna rush Yum's ghost blade and the second black cleaver. This is the core of your build, although I don't see it being any popular anymore in this season, but I think it's still OP, so that's why I am suggesting you to build it. As a third item you can either go a Phantom Dancer or Infinity Edge, or Infinity Edge and Phantom Dancer, you can swap them around. And to finish the build you want to go something like Bloodthirster and Lord Dominic's Regards, although I prefer building Lord Dominic's Regards before Bloodthirster, because you want to shred the tanks. Of course, if they don't have a tank, then go and take Bloodthirster, and even instead of Lord Dominic's Regards you can take another crit attack speed item or Guardian Angel, it depends on situation. So that was the build, but how do I play Lucian? In the early game you want to abuse your passive as much as possible. Your passive gives you double auto attack after using an ability, and that's of course very good, because why attack once if you can attack twice in a quick succession? So how do you do that? Basically what you want to do is E closer to the enemy AD carry, auto attack him twice and then walk out. You just want to make sure when you're Eing you're standing behind the minions or somewhere safe, so if their support has a heavy CC like Trash or Leona, you don't want to get caught by that, because E is actually more of a defensive ability, for a disengage. But if you're using it as an offensive ability, you must make sure you don't get CC'd, because that's very important. And of course you can use your Q for farm in the early game as well as in the late game, because not only it deals damage, you, because of your passive, get a double auto attack after using a Q, and that is very easy CSing right there. And of course you can poke your enemies with your Q as well, and for those who want to master the Lucian, you want to Q in that direction, so you kill a minion and you hit an enemy champion at the same time. So if you kill a minion with your Q, you don't need to auto attack it after, and you can use your double auto attack to attack an enemy. What you don't want to do is Q and E, or E first and then Q, because you lose your passive auto attacks. You want to E auto attack twice, Q auto attack twice, and then go out. Or if you dealt not enough damage and you think you can finish him off, you can, after using your E auto attack Q auto attack combo, you can use your W to refresh your passive and then use your auto again, and that will burst him down, and to finish him off you can use your ultimate. And don't forget, after ultimate is also an ability, of course. After using an ultimate you also do a double auto attack. That's very important, don't forget that. I mentioned that Braum is the best support for Lucian, and why is that? The reason is that Braum's passive is marking the enemy champions, and he does that by using his Q or his auto attack, and after the target has 4 stacks on it, the target is stunned. And the trick here is that it's not only the Braum that applies stacks. He only needs to hit the target first, and then you can also apply stacks, and that is quite good, because if he applies a stack, you can then E closer to him, use double auto attack from your passive, which gives a free stacks on an enemy, and then Braum's or your next auto attack will stun a target, and that's very, very crucial in the early game. So make sure you abuse that, and it is very crucial in the late game as well, but not so much, because your damage is just ridiculous and you can finish an enemy with just 4 hits, so that's basically useless in the late game. When you reach mid game, it's your time to push the towers. You can push very easily, because let's say you come to some lane, let's say mid lane, and there's a lot of minions. You can as well use your Q and then E for applying double auto attacks, but you can use your ultimate to just demolish 2 or 3 waves of minions, and that is very, very quick pushing. So don't hesitate on using ultimate on big waves, because it will save a lot of time, and maybe you can even get a turret. And when you're hitting a turret, you want to be using your E and W to refreshing your passive, and then double attacking a turret, which is very beneficial. And when minions come, you can also use your Q to refresh your passive, and that's what you want to do. You want to push turrets, and if the enemies come, you can just shred them with your ultimate, but be aware, if there are multiple enemies, you might want to back off. To be honest, you want to back off, but you can easily fight 2 of them, or maybe 3 squishes, of course, but if they don't deal high damage. So in the late game, proceed with what you were doing in the mid game. If you are pushing bot, push bot. If you are killing enemies, go kill enemies, because you're fed. That's the trick for the late game. You don't want to do anything else. You don't need to stick with your AD carry, but with your support, but if you are alone, you want to make sure your Yomu's active is always available when you split push, because if they come, you can use your Yomu's passive to go to run away, because it enhances your movement speed, and of course use your E to dash over the wall and get away. That's the trick. You don't need to know anything else, just those tricks I've just told you. So I hope you guys enjoy, and as always, here are some very special Lucian clips. Please subscribe if you enjoyed. Peace.
Death at the door? No, I am the one who knocks.